Hello everybody. Welcome to Friday Favorites. My name is Lisa Blooming Gifts and Specialties. How's everybody today? I'm going to let Sherry finish up over there. I've got a couple of projects we're going to do today. Oh, we're going to try something. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone, but that is alright. I'm trying to get this parchment paper here to cover the inside of this. So we won't have to worry about getting spillage all over everything. Hope everybody's doing okay. Hope you're having a good Friday. We're going to let Sherry finish up over there and let them they'll get me shared over. See how that'll be alright. That will be alright. Like that. Say hello when you get here. I'm just trying to get this covered. Changed what I was going to do about 500,000 times. Nothing new there. But haven't been on this week. Let me see. Sherry's not quite. She's got about another minute. I'm a little early. That's okay. Put my light up. If y'all have trouble getting your comments up, I'm going to tell you a little secret that I have figured out. Hey there. And Lyndall, how are you, Lyndall, today? Oh my goodness. I'm going to do a couple of projects today. Let's give everybody time to hop on over. You got a little secret that I learned by just trying to figure out how to get comments up. If you go into your secondary device and type in your business name when you go live, it will pull your video up and it's a no-fail to get your second device to work properly. And I just learned that by the process of elimination the other day. So, thank you, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sherry's just finishing up over there. It's just now 12 o'clock. I always try to come on just a few minutes early. How is everybody? I didn't bring my water over here. My gosh. It's okay. I have we can improvise. There's always room to improvise. If I can get that out or not. Let's see here. Keep my twine in these little How is everybody? What I do, Lindell, is I take when I go live on my phone from here, I go onto my tablet and type in my business name into the search like I'm looking for anybody else, and it pulls my comments up. Hi, Jean, how are you? Welcome to Friday Favorites. I thank you for having me. I've had kind of we'll just say kind of a difficult week with my blood pressure. But, Lyndell, if you'll, I'm just going to put water in my other container here if we need it for our brushes. That way we have a water. Gotta have water, and I forgot it. Trying to get everything else together. Trying to figure out what I was doing. Hey, Kim, good morning. But thank you, Kippy, for having me. Appreciate everybody being here. Take another minute to get everybody in. This is a frame that I bought. I took the glass and all that out. Y'all probably seen me use these before with when I'm doing my kitchen. Hi, Amanda. So, we're going to paint this first with a coat of Snow White. And we're going to do a new paint inlay today, which is a little bit out of my comfort zone. I don't mind for it to look like it is aged, and if you don't, then you would probably love painting late. If you, however, don't like that age look, it's probably not something you would like. Probably not. My blood pressure today, this morning when I got up, was 159/102. But it's went down since, so. He told me yesterday that probably in the morning time is when mine's going to be the highest. So I'm okay. I'm alright. Glad to be back. Hi, Giselle. How are you? So, Gloria and I, Gigi's Craft Creations, Gigi's Creations. Hey, Corey. We share a lot of things, and so I love painting lays, and they are expensive. It's down to, it was 118 on the bottom of the number yesterday, so that is really down to what it was, so I'm thankful for that. Believe me. Now, what I was going to do, I couldn't believe it was that high yesterday. Just truly could not believe it. But I did devotion this morning. Had a good time. I always have a good time doing that. And then wanted to come on and do a couple of things with you guys today. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hi, Darlene. How are you? I'm feeling better than I was. Yes, the blood pressure's down. It's not where we want it, but, you know, we're getting there. We are getting there. And I wanted to tell you, Deb, that last night, that paper you did was absolutely beautiful. Really enjoyed that. Glad you're here today. Hi, Sherry. So I had to bail on you a little bit to try to get ready. So, like I said, this is a frame that you get from Walmart. I've got some paper in there to protect the backing, because this is one that the backing doesn't totally come off of. So I've just got some parchment paper in there to protect this a little bit. Now this is a little, there's a process to the paint inlay. Hi, Bonnie. And I love it. So I have the Rose Chintz design. And like I said, I'm putting Snow White by Waverly on our frame. We need to get the first coat down, a really good coat. Your first coat with a paint inlay, you need to get the paint down as you want it to be down. Hey, Linda. Yes. So, you do it, and we're going to dry this, and then once we get the coverage we want on that first coat, this is an OD product. I get mine from Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. She's very generous, usually. Hey, Amy. You're welcome. Hey, Linda. Me and Linda kid each other all the time. We go in the same lives all the time, and we call each other our tag buddy, and we have a good time chasing each other some days, don't we, Linda? I'm just so thankful, guys, to be back. I am so thankful that my health is, I can be back. That's a fact. Hi, Teresa. Thank you. How are you? So, our goal is to get a good coat of paint like we would want it to be. And the reason I put this paper down, as you can see, is because it's getting a little bit right here, because there's just a little groove right here we need to cover. And once we get this painted, I'm going to parchment paper over here, as we want it. This is like a wood type surface on this frame. They weren't very expensive. Got them at Walmart. Thank you, Corey. So sweet. Glad to be back. Oh my goodness, that's scary. Blood pressure that high, I've never had it that high. It's scary. It's a scary thing. Wouldn't wish it on anybody. You don't know. I mean, yesterday morning I woke up and it was that high. I was like, holy Moses. I've had nothing but sleep. Why is it so high, right? Just don't understand it. So we're just gonna put, unless I change my mind. Yeah, I had a headache. My doctor could not believe I had a headache for 16 days. But yeah, it's gone. It's not hurting today. So it's been a rough couple of days, but I'm just thankful that God has brought me through it. He's brought me through everything else in my life, and I had no doubt he was going to bring me through this, so I'm just thankful. Hey, Barb, how are you? Now we're going to do the frame first, and I'm just planning on doing the top and the bottom. I might change my mind. I know, right, Amy? Lord have mercy. I don't want to see another 158 over 118. I do not. Do not. But now they have me on 4 blood pressure medicines. I was on 2 already, but they've added 2 more. So hopefully. And he told me yesterday that if I had my number happen to go to over 160, that I've got another medicine I take even only if that happens. So we're good. I'm just glad to be back. I'm through devotion every day, and I swear I was only gone one day, but it felt like I was gone forever. It did. I don't like that feeling. I don't. Starting out my day with the Lord is a godsend. And if I can't do that, it's awful. Alright, so we've got this painted. We're going to paint around it's kind of a little, you've got to be little yellowy color to it, and so we're going to paint around that, and then we'll come back just on the areas that we're going to add this to, and I'm going to hold this up here just so we can get this top. We don't want that color to look different than the rest of it, for sure. But I bought the Rose Chintz, and I cannot remember the name of, this was in the spring release. This new one was in the spring release for IOD. And me and Gloria kind of share everything, so she split it with me. She split that with me, so we kind of do that. Alright, so I'm just going to dry the 2 sides we've got. Should have done that first, you know. I don't know, I never do. But, hi, Julie. Hey, Rosa. You know, the thing is, Deb, it didn't feel like I had migraine, so it didn't feel like a migraine headache. It didn't feel like a blood pressure headache. It was really, nobody was any more shocked than I was when I found out it was my blood pressure. I would have never thought that, ever. But I'm just glad that I didn't put it off and went on to the doctor and got it addressed, right? These frames are really pretty. I think they're just like, they're $6.97 at Walmart. I'm doing my roosters and stuff in the kitchen with some of them. We're gonna do something really pretty to this one. I don't see Connie. If you're a shabby chic person, you will love this. You will absolutely love this. I think I've got it dry enough on that side. I brought 2 things to do, and I'm gonna make a riser with the other one thing I'm doing today, but I could not find. You know how it goes when you're looking for something. You're going live. You can't never find what you're looking for. Couldn't find the legs that I wanted to use, but I put some little half beads on there, so for now I'll just put another kind of leg on there when we're ready to do that. I just wanted to show y'all what I was doing. I'm just glad I didn't put it off. You know, sometimes we're bad to put things off and not go when we're supposed to. I'm at the world's worst. Oh, that's so good, Bonnie. I'm glad to hear that. Okay. I'm not really going to be working with the corners, that I did want to get them painted, so this would all be cohesive. So now we've got this layer dry, and I'm going to show you guys what I'm going to do. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'll show you all. Me too, Deb. You'll love this. You're gonna love it. Now, this is an inlay that is painted on a piece of backing. And it does, you cannot put Mod Podge over this when you do this. You cannot do anything like that. You have to spray seal it. You can't do it with anything. Let's show you the Rose Chintz. This is the Rose Chintz pattern. Isn't it pretty? This is the one I bought. You get 8 pages of it. Just like you see, but it's all the same. And since then, the things have changed a little bit. And they don't have the same thing all the time. So here's what I'm going to put on the top and the bottom of that frame. Is that not gorgeous? Can you see it? Can y'all see that? Gorgeous, gorgeous. So, let me show you what else come. And this, you get double this. Like I said, me and Gloria split this. Look at all of this goodness that is all paint inlay. Isn't that pretty? And you can reuse these 3 or 4 times. They're so pretty. Don't be chicken. Don't be chicken. If you are looking for, and Tracy will tell you, she's told me, it comes, each of them comes with this sheet in between to protect it. So you've got this too. This one. Look at those roses, how pretty they are. And it's going to match kind of what the other project I'm doing. So that's what what made me decide to do these. And I may take 2 of these and do the sides. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. So we're going to get going and we're going to get done. Isn't that pretty? Oh gosh. This one is the prettiest one, Amy, I've ever this one beats any of the ones I've ever seen. They had a real pretty light, like very dainty blue flowered one. And here's the way it comes when you get it. It's big pages and you can reuse them several times. So it is a process. I've got my brayer sitting here. Got my still water sitting here. So it is a process. So what I'm planning on doing is putting this rose pattern on each side. And let me look here. It's so pretty, isn't it? I don't know if this whole thing, I don't think that whole thing will fit right there. I don't think I have. But I could probably cut that part off and do, I've thought about doing the corners with those. Wouldn't that be pretty? Oh, yes. Now, they're $45, but you get 8 pages, and you can reuse these at least 3 to 4 times. Unless you end up using, I know, Corey, isn't that pretty? And then what you do is, once you paint this, get this painted, once you get this painted, then you'll put this face down. You'll cut these out, and whatever you're doing, you'll put them face down. I'll take a paper towel. I've got a whole row sitting here. Take our water, and we kind of mist the paper towel, and I'll just show you as we go. They don't all turn out the same. They don't all turn out perfect. So, like I said, I can't say enough. Tracy has impounded this in my head. If you like perfection or you like perfect images, this probably is not something you would want to do. I want to show you all because it's so pretty. And Tracy is she's such an intelligent person. She's such a talented crafter. You just let them dry, Barb, and then you can reuse them again. Sorry for this medicine makes my throat really dry. So if you see me sipping my water, that's why I'm doing it. But keep in mind to not get these wet, even once they're down, because it reactivates that paint and it'll smear. So we just need to spray them with a sealer. And I try to cut these. You even have the grids you can go by if you need them. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, depending on what I'm doing. But I'm going to cut around this because we have such a small area here. Can y'all see what I'm doing okay? Tell me if you can't. I'll adjust that phone. I'm just cutting around so we won't have so much of this to contend with. Yeah, it is pretty. And, you know, if I could paint like Corey, I wouldn't have to do something like this. But, you know, God gave us all the talent to use, and she's definitely got that one down, doesn't she? Corey is such a... her painting is so pretty. So I'm just kind of laying that out there. I'm just going to go over a little bit, but we're going to do it anyway. Hi, Sherry. I didn't say hi. I'm just cutting these down. Kind of going at a V because we don't need all that paper, right? Hey. And these earrings I have on, I made these earrings. I don't know if y'all can see them or not. Hey, Jess. At the end of the video, I'm going to tell you how I made them. And it came from Dollar Tree. You ain't going to believe it. I told Rose that y'all ain't going to believe how I made those. Well, let's get all of our scraps out of the way here. Get those off. The key to this is the paint has to be extremely wet when you do it. It has to be wet. The wet paint enables us to get that inlay down into our paint like that, like we need to get it down. That needs just a little trim right there. You may not get all of that down, but we'll get most of it. So, and I need to make sure I'm kind of nervous about doing this. I've done it, but it's a process, and you just got to follow the process as you go. That's the important thing. And not get it near water. It doesn't. It's like the Pentart products. They don't like water. They don't like it either. That's Gazelle. Anybody that does the crackle, it does not like water. It is not. It's a soluble based product, so it does not like the water. So we're going to leave that right there. So what I'm going to do right now is just paint a healthy coat up at the top. We're going to do one at a time. I may not get to the other one, but I'm going to make us a riser out of this. I've just, like I said, put these little ends on it for right now. And we're going to take some of this beautiful paper from the DIY Struggle, and we're going to put this on our, look at this, how pretty, on our riser. If we get to that. We may or may not. So let's go over the lineup. While I'm painting, Hobby House for Crafts by Sherry started us out. Then you have me from 12 to 1. And then it's Lindo's Craft Escape after me, or Lindo's Craft Escape. I'm sorry, Lindo. 2 o'clock is Creative Roots Art by Corey. 3 o'clock is Giselle with Your Craft Cottage. 4 p.m. is our Sweet Amy with Designer Roadkill. 5 is Carrie with Funky Threads. 6 is Sustain My Habit. 7 is Make All Things With Me. 8 is Crafting with the Sassy Chicks, our Sweet Deb. I'm so glad to have her back. And then at 9, we have Christy's Craft Cottage to close us out tonight with her. We're just going to put us a good coat of paint on here. Don't need to be globbing it on, but it does need to have enough on it for this inlay to sit down in the paint. We'll do our first one up here. Hi, Deb. I haven't, but I'm getting ready to order some, Corey. I think that's going to be such a cool thing. Right. We are going to get paper towel. And I don't spray water on it. Everybody does it different. I don't douse it with water. I just get a really good spray on my paper towel. And I do it that way. And when you do that, you'll see it brighten up. And y'all see how that is brightening up when I'm hitting that with that wet towel. It brightens it up completely when you do that. See the difference? Can you see it? Don't know if y'all were watching Liz Crafting Creations the other night in the fundraiser, but she did a book that was absolutely gorgeous. And I usually run a brayer over it. Not trying not to get paint in it. This brayer comes from Walmart. It's pretty, but you never know how it's going to do. That's why I say, if you are a perfectionist or you have to have things looking perfect, this is not probably a product that you would want to do, because you never know when you pull that back how it's going to be, right? One little corner down there. There we go. So we're going to dry this. Now, right now, you could let this dry on its own, and you could leave it for 6 months, a month, 2 weeks, tomorrow, a year. You could leave it. This has got to be dry. Has to be dry. And then we're going to wet this once it's dry. And I'm not really worried about that leaf down there, because it's going to go around where we can't see it anyway. Just hope this does well. I'm hoping it will. So y'all can really see the magic that happens when you re-wet this. Now, like I said, you can leave this just like it is. You can leave it for as long as you wanted to till you got ready. But reactivating what reactivates this is adding the water to it again. And if you start pulling it back, if you feel any kind of resistance at all, then you need to wet it just a little bit more. So you can... And I think I got this over too far. But that's okay. We can put another little thing. Not going to be perfect, because crafting's not perfect. We know that. I'm going to get this paint off my hands simply because we don't want to contaminate what we're doing. I want to get that off before we re-wet this and pull this back so you guys can see what it's like. I don't want to have paint on me. It's really dry right now. You can tell that it is by looking at it. And I'm going to fill of it once I get my hands, all this paint off of me. Y'all know what kind of painter I am. Hope I've not lost comments. Hope I've not. Okay. They stop sometimes, so we don't know. So I've just made sure. Alright. Hey, Connie. So here's what we have right now, right, with this paint inlay. Hi, Kathy. How are you? How are you? Let's get us... I just normally just get my paper towel and I fold it, fold it, fold it, and fold it. Oh. Alright. We're going to just put our water down on here. Our water is what reactivates the paint. Don't be stingy with it, because if you are, and if it starts pulling it all, you're going to have to go back and redo that anyway. So, hi, Michelle, how are you? Just let me hello, how are you? If I missed you. Now, see a little bit of a break right here. Probably means I've got too much paint, so I know that's probably not going to be perfect right there. I already know. I'll just take my brayer and go back over that. Make sure that paint's still in there. And I've had fails with this. I've had success with this. It's just, this is a paint inlay. Teresa from IOD. I'm not seeing a bright. Don't want it smothered with water. All right, let's see how we did. Well, this end's awfully dry. Hang on. Resisting a little bit right there, so I'll just put a little bit of water just to keep it. I knew that rose right there was going to be, but I don't expect perfection with it either. If, like I said, if you like perfection, this is probably not what you'd want to do. There is our rose. And you know, we'll have to put a little bit over here. A little bit. So we just take this and just turn this upside down and let this dry. Let me see. Set this on this board and let this dry. When it dries, we can reuse it. Set it right down there. I didn't want it to, it didn't expect it to be perfect, so. Okay, that's okay. So it's not perfect, but it's fine for me. It's fine for me. So we're going to go down here and do the same thing on this bottom part I thought that said 12:52. I thought, oh my gosh, tell me I'm out of time already. So, I know it is pretty. And it's not perfect, but like I keep telling you all, if you want perfect, this is not what you would need to do. I can put a real pretty shabby chic. Try to get this a little more even than that top. We'll dry that. Oh no. And if you notice there's not paint where you need it to be, just put it down. I noticed that right there wasn't. And this, we'll try this. I don't know how good that will come off, but we're not going to see that part anyway. So let's continue on. It is gorgeous. And I need to come on out with a little limb, but we can fix that. That's no big deal. This is for me anyway, so we don't have to be. Yeah. I will. Up here, I will. Yeah. It's not hard to fix it. I just want to show you how to do it. I did. The main thing is to make sure you've got wet paint that it goes into, because that's how it inlays in that wet paint. So that's the key. I probably will go around and on this and kind of rusticate it, as Madonna used to say, a little bit, because I like that look. Tell Connie she would love this. And it's just something new that I wanted to show you all. You know, we're all learning as we go. And ain't nothing perfect, right? But I just wanted to show you how pretty this kind of thing was. I have an old dresser back there in the bedroom that my husband didn't even want to bring when we moved here. And it is probably, oh gosh, I don't know. It's at least 100 years old. It was his great-grandmother's. And so men don't realize what there is. Just don't. So my cat that we had at the time, we can't have animals here, but before we moved, when we were moving, my cat had hit the glass when we were taking it apart in the middle and broke it. So I took that rose chintz in the middle sections of that mirror. The side mirrors are still there. So pretty. I have to take a picture and show y'all. It's so pretty. It's really pretty. The rose chintz. And once I dry it, I just kind of let it cool off just a minute. That, for more ways than one, there's always a chance it's not really good and dry, and it does need to be good and dry. This other project we're doing is going to be a whole lot. If you're doing a big section, Deb, I would say yes. I would say yes. But as long as you're doing these little pieces like I'm doing. Yeah. I'm just going to. Those ends the last time Didn't want to pull up for me. Real good. Hope this one does better. Take this and save that with the other one. And I'm just going to dry both of these just a little bit because we don't want water. Hey Sherry, how are you? And I'll go back and add that corner, or maybe sand part of that one off. It'll be one or the other. And now you have the top and the bottom, and this one I'm gonna have to come over a little bit. I didn't center it as good as I should have, you know. So we'll put another little thing there. And what I'll do when we get done is I'll take this outside and I will spray seal this, and then we can put a pretty picture, and it's ready to go to put a pretty picture in there. If we want to do the sides, we can do that too. So. But, you know, it's not perfect. I told you all. It's, if you're looking for perfection, as good as perfect as you can do it, it don't always come off that way. So here is our, this is a board that I get from Amazon. I couldn't find my legs, and we'll switch the legs out later. But we're going to paint this, top of this with the same color, because we're going to, well, you know what? I don't know. Almost... but I'm tempted to do that because of the tan background that it's got. That we'll do a, we will do another color in it. You all stay tuned. Get me a paper towel and see if I can get most of this paint off. Rinse this out and use the same brush for this. Hi Regina. Hi Carol Ruth. How are you? Alright. Let's get a little water on this brush. Get that out of there. Get us some cashew paint. And I don't know if that's all we'll need, but it probably is. So we're going to get our sides. I just took some heavy body gel and went over this. I went over put these down with it. And I need it to be a little higher than that, so I probably will go back and redo that. I'm excited about putting this paper down I have for this one. It's so pretty. I got it from the DIY Struggle. This Brandy. It's so pretty. Back. Don't need to. I may paint the bottom of it later. I'm not going to do it and keep y'all on here watching me paint all day. We don't need to. That's no fun to watch somebody paint all day. Let me go ahead and get this dried, and then we'll turn it over. If you're doing a small area, Deb, it's easier. It does dry. The chalk paint does dry quick. If you're doing a small area like I was, it shouldn't matter. But if it's a bigger area, then I would definitely use acrylic paint. Yeah, I definitely would. Yeah, sure would. Because the chalk paint does dry pretty quick. Sure does. And those little areas I was doing, it wouldn't matter, but you know, if you're doing a bigger area, I definitely would. I would definitely consider doing just the regular acrylic paint for the bigger ones. Does that answer the question, Deb? Couldn't find my legs that I wanted to use for this, so you're welcome. I don't have all the answers, but if I know the answer, I'll sure try to answer it for you. I always spray a little of this. Make sure it's distilled water if you're spraying water on it, because it will mold if it's not. Paint, the distilled water is the best, and I just got that all over me. How are you, Sherry? Sunshine Designs. How are you? Yes. Yes, Tracy with Scrappy's Rustics. Hi, Courtney. Trying to hold it without getting paint all over me. I do add a little water to these boards because they are super dry. It just helps that paint glide better. I just said that right in front of y'all so you could see what I was doing, didn't I? What do y'all got planned for the weekend? Y'all got any big plans for the weekend? My brother and his wife just went to out west to Montana for vacation. They went when my niece graduated. They took her out there for her senior trip, and such pretty country out there. I'm feeling some better, yeah. I am. So I need you all to help me decide something. Don't you hate it when I do that? I have beautiful paper, but I also have a really pretty, rub-on that we can put on here. When I watched Brandy with DIY Struggle, she'll take something that you wouldn't think about doing, like a whole section of a rub-on that maybe don't even go together, and put that on a riser, and it's so pretty that way. So I'm going to show you all. I've got a feeling I know what you're going to choose, but just to show you some different things, different ways to do things. Make sure this is good and down. I don't want to put too much paint in case we do the rub-on, because we don't want it to not go down. It's like it's supposed to do. Alright, so we're going to dry this. This paint dry. It sure can. I think more of us that have adult that don't even realize we have it. I really do believe that. Oh, that's good, Amy. There's nothing wrong with playing with the grandkids. Nothing wrong with that. I had this headache out there in Bible school, and I didn't feel like doing anything. I really didn't. I'm just so glad that they're finally getting me some help, you know. It's just not covering real good right here. Wood is really dry. Y'all can't see it, but I can see it, so it'll bug me if I don't fix it. Y'all know how that goes. Speaking of ADHD. OCD, right? Somebody from where you're sitting at may not see it, but if you can see it, it would drive me. I don't can leave my stuff unfinished on the back either. They know if it's hanging up on the wall, and no one can see it. I know that it's not done, so no, it's not happening. It's not happening. Not happening. Alright. I'm gonna wipe my hands off, but I better just wait till I get this dry because I'm gonna stick my hand in paint on me before I get that done. So, you know, that'd be fun. We're not really doing anything this weekend. May go tomorrow to see the grandkids when I actually feel like it. Going. Kind of taking it easy still, you know, trying to let this medicine do what it's supposed to do, not overdo it. So Lindell's up after me, and then Corbin Creative Resort, then your Crab Cottage with Giselle is up at 3. Designer Roadkill with Amy's at 4. Carrie Funky Threads is at 5. Sustain My Craft Habit at 6. 7 o'clock is Make All Things with Me. 8 o'clock is our day with Sassy Chicks 101. And then Christy's Craft Cottage will close us out tonight at 9 o'clock. Hope you guys can stay here all day. Again, I want to thank Kibby for having me. I want to encourage you to join Fighting Favorites. It's a free group if you have not, so you can see all these amazing crafters in one place. They all bring something different, and it's who knows? It's bad if somebody else does it, isn't it, Sherry? Oh my God, it is real. But I can't handle it, man. I can't. I cannot handle it. Like, nope. Not doing that. And we have an old car out here that needs to be truly held off, but where I live in such a small house, I use it as storage for my craft stuff. Sometimes not paint or nothing that the heat or the weather would hurt, but you know, finished projects. How many of us have enough finished projects to wallpaper the whole town we live in? I'm telling you, it's not. I'm not even kidding. So I went out there this morning and I found this frame over there that I would maybe not have redone. It's worse if you did it. Yeah, because you're thinking, why didn't I see that when that, you know, just saying. Just a saying, guys. Telling you. So, okay. This is from, this is from DIY Struggle. These are rub-ons. Okay, this will fit. And I've seen her do this, to put this down on this whole page and cover just about the whole thing, right? So there's one, that's option 1. It says choose joy. I think of Madonna when I think about that. Isn't that beautiful? And I had never thought about putting all that down on one surface before. Have you all? Did it occur to you to do something like that? It didn't to me until I saw her do it. And so you can make a really pretty riser with all kinds of things going on. You can do it this way, you know, where you wouldn't have to use it all, perhaps, or just parts of it. So that's option 1, and I think it's a really cool idea. I've got this one too that's got the writing and all the greenery and all that. These two come in a pack. I love her rub-ons. I think they're so pretty. Yeah, that's where I'm taking it easy. Believe me, that's my plan, Stan. It is. Let's move this. So where, I don't know. Y'all had a million ideas. I had another board like this. I was going to take one of these pots and cut it in half and make a, like, do that, another paint and lay and make this a pot with flowers in it. There's just all kinds of things you can do. All kinds of things I thought of, but here is, hi Leah Reed, how are you? Here is the paper that I think would be prettier on here. You guys, look at this paper. Look at the goodness. And it's front, it goes out to, isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. Let me open it up where you can see the whole thing. Oh, I know. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? That is beautiful. So, I thought about actually putting that here. I'm good. How are you? What do y'all think? You want to do the red bonds or you want to do this? For the riser. I've got some pretty things to put on it. I know, Amy, is it not beautiful? The DIY Struggle, Brandy. She's on Facebook and YouTube. It's beautiful. I agree. Hence is why I painted it this color, because this has got kind of a tanned looking background. Isn't it pretty? I know, Michelle, it's so pretty. And her prices are so reasonable. They really are. I love her brushes. She has these, which most of us now use for doing decoupage. I know it. You like the Rub On better? Okay, 1 is the Rub On, 2 is for the this. So do y'all vote 1 or 2? And the one that has the most votes, I will do. 1 or 2. Just let me know. 1's for the Rub On, 2 is for this paper. 1 or 2. You gotta hurry, I ain't got 5 minutes. I've only get done with either one of them, but you know, just saying. I love this paper. If you love Shabby Chic, is that not pretty? For the riser, yeah. 2. 2. Okay. Alright, I got to hurry, guys. So we're going to take my scissors here right quick. That's what everybody's saying. Connie, I knew that would be number 2 for you now. I just knew it would. I knew. Ain't it pretty? That's this. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty, guys. And this is like a tissue paper. DIY Struggles where I got it. I just know I'm not going to cut this straight. But I'm not. Let me see. It looks like it, doesn't it, Courtney? Looks like it. Cut a piece of this off because it's easier to work with without this big old piece of paper. By far, it's easier to work with. It's down here. Right. And then whatever we don't use, we'll send off and be. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? We will center it a little better than we did the other one. And then we've got this to sit on it, and we've got our pretty candle to sit on it. I did Rub Ons on, so we'll shape it up real good. But what I'm going to do, hopefully, I got that from Brandy with the DIY Struggle, Courtney. I know, sure, isn't it the most gorgeous paper you've ever seen? I know, I love it. Love, love, love it. Okay. Get me a quickly get me a fan brush. It's the best thing to do this Mod Podge with. I love using the fan brush to do this with, and her brushes are so easy to clean. Comes right out. Hey Barbara Todd, how are you? Hey Julie. I got that from the DIY Struggle, Kathy. She's on Facebook and YouTube both. I followed her for quite a while, and she's just now started to do her own rub-ons and papers and different things. She's just beautiful. If I don't get this done, I'll post pictures when I do get it finished. I know that with 5 minutes, time we get this Mod Podge dry, I'm not going to get it on there for you guys, but I'll post it on my page and then Friday Favorites. Y'all be sure to join Friday Favorites if you've not. Stay tuned for Miss Lyndall. She is a joy to watch. I always love watching her. Thank you all for being here with me today. Lots of more crafting to come. Please stay tuned with us all day if you can. If not, join the group so you can watch the replays. Join the group. Don't need a great deal thick bunch of Mod Podge on here if you're using the paper, because it's tissue paper. It's kind of thin. I'm trying to, if you miss spots, it won't stick, so we don't need that for this pretty paper. We don't want something to go wrong with it, do we? Hear that? That's my iron saying it's done waiting on me. Yeah, I love the paper. I'm going to change the legs on this after the live, but I try to paint them a different color or anything. Paint the bottom of it. Seal it. Seal it with some sealer afterwards so nothing will happen to it. Whew. Not dry yet. Let's see. Got 1 minute, it's probably not happening. At least y'all know where I'm going with it, right? Thank you, Kippy, for having me. Thank you all for being here. Can't thank you enough. I'm so glad to be back crafting today. When you don't feel up to it and you can't, things prevent you. You really miss it. It's our therapy, isn't it? Isn't it our therapy? It sure is. It is our therapy. Y'all go over and watch Lindell. I'll see you guys in the comments over there. Y'all have a great weekend if I don't get to talk to you or see you or whatever. And have a safe and happy, enjoyable weekend with those you love and all the stuff. Guess I'll keep going until it cuts me off. We're going to put our paper down. I'm going to be finishing this up while you all go see Miss Lindell, and I will post pictures of this when I get it done. Thank y'all again for being here with me. I'm just taking my iron and doing it is mine too, Courtney. Devotional too. I really miss when I don't get to do that. So, thank y'all for being with me today. Be sure to stay tuned with us if you can and watch all these wonderful crafters do their thing. Well, got too much stuff on my table. I can't see where I'm laying it. So we're gonna sand this off, but this is what it'll look like when we get it done. So go over and watch Miss Lindell. I'll see you over there in the comments. You guys have a wonderful weekend. Happy Friday, everybody. See you over there. Bye.